I'm pulling up on her next week, y'all. We gonna talk about this. She gonna have me shoot me a fun fade, friendly fade, and then we cool.
I'm an inmate hopper, of course I am. And guess what? If your boyfriend was in prison, I'd take him too, baby. I would. Trust me.
They asked me to pull up. Guess what I did? I pulled up. Now, why you over here being scared, baby? We know where you at. Come outside.
Goldie, somebody's outside again.
No.
Yes. This is ridiculous, bro.
Y'all lock in because this just went way past TikTok beef. Ash Trevino and her messy internet antics might have finally caught up to her, and now her entire family could be in danger. Yes, danger. Because Smiley, she didn't just pop off online, she crashed out in real life. Flights booked, locations exposed, threats flying left and right. And now people are genuinely scared that this could end in something way more serious than just a viral moment. So how did a petty online feud turn into a full-blown safety concern? And is Ash really the victim here, or just reaping what she sowed? Let's break it all down. Ash Trevino has been called everything from inmate hopper to the internet's most toxic mom, and honestly, the receipts are endless. From live streaming her messy relationships with prisoners to making jaw-dropping comments about people's families, Ash stays in the middle of controversy. Even CPS has been involved multiple times, but somehow she's still out here wilding.
And y'all are really trying to get my kids taken from me, and it's not gonna happen. Do you know how many CPS cases I've had on me in the last 4 months, and I still have custody of my kids? Like, you do understand when you call CPS, you have to have actual proof that they're in an unfit condition, right?
Now, Ash has been beefing hard with Smiley, and things have gotten way out of hand. It all kicked off when Ash made some straight-up disgusting comments about Smiley's mom, allegedly saying she would make Smiley's mom lick her toes. Like, who even says that? Obviously, Smiley wasn't about to let that slide, and next thing you know, Ash is out here threatening to have Smiley and Jeffa thrown in prison. She went full legal mode, and of course, the whole thing was all over TikTok for everyone to see. But Smiley? Oh, she wasn't just gonna sit back and watch.
And then Smiley called me today and told me she was gonna call this girl. And I was like, I don't know, girl. I was like, do you, girl, do you, girl.
She pulled up, and y'all, this is where things got real. Smiley straight up visited Ash's house and put the whole thing on blast. TikTok was eating it up, and the comments were going crazy, and people were shook. And here is the craziest part of all of this. Ash was already on the run, and after catching wind that Smiley was coming for her, she packed her bags and dipped to her parents' house thinking that she would be safe, but Smiley, she followed her there. And to make it even worse, Ash has been trying to hide her location by using a green screen on TikTok, thinking that people wouldn't find her, but the internet, oh, they are relentless. They pieced it together, and now she is out of places to run.
Now, this is why Ash has been on a green screen, so nobody finds her, because you guys know that all this time the address has been leaked is because people match the backgrounds, so she's playing very safe to not show her background so Smiley doesn't find her.
Imagine dragging your own family into this TikTok war just because you couldn't stop being messy online. It is not just Ash who is in danger now. Her parents, her little ones, everyone around her is getting caught up in this, and the internet is eating it up. And speaking of family, she's also been accused of straight up neglecting her little ones. People have been calling her out for flexing luxury items online while her own children allegedly don't even have basic necessities.
Question. Do you have beds?
Well, I don't live with my mom.
But at your mom's house?
No.
Bro, I have two 12-year-olds and two 15-year-olds. Y'all act like they're babies. Like, I have to sit there and shh. I don't have to. They're grown.
Like, imagine spending money on designer bags, but not making sure that your kids are good. It's giving priorities all the way messed up. And here's where it gets real embarrassing for both of them. Y'all know Ash loves to run her mouth online and always telling people to pull up like she is about that life, but the second someone actually does, she is dialing 911 like she worked there. One fan said Ash loves to tell people to pull up and then call the cops. Whew, that's the internet for you. They never miss, and honestly, they're not wrong. Ash has made a habit of provoking drama online and then playing the victim the moment that things get too real. First, it was her threatening to get Smiley locked up, then it's the green screens, hiding out, running to her parents' house, and now possibly calling the law? It's giving keyboard warrior, not street certified. But Smiley's not off the hook either. People have been pulling receipts left and right, and one comment had the internet howling. Anybody else watched Baddies with Smiley? She was not acting all this tough up there. This is an act. She is not about that life at all. Ash just an easy target. That right there, that is the plot twist nobody saw coming. Smiley was on TV playing sweet and quiet, barely holding her own, and now suddenly she's acting like she's the queen of street justice. The streets are saying that this whole pull up energy might just be for clout. Like, let's be honest, if Smiley really was about it, why didn't we see any of that energy when she had a national audience?
And then when somebody's standing you, you don't want to go in the paint. If you're gonna talk shit, stand in the paint. That's it. Square the fuck up or just go. It's every day. I'm sick of it. Square up. You do it, bro. Stand on your shit. Stand on your shit. Stand on it, bro. Or I swear to God, you gotta go home.
And if that wasn't enough, another user even dug deeper. Smiley was on BGC and those black girls were beating her up. She cannot fight, and that is why she's picking on Ashley, because she knows Ash can't fight. Woo! Now we gotta talk about that. So you're telling me Smiley didn't square up back then, but then suddenly got the courage when it's Ash on the other end? A girl known for being loud, but known not for throwing hands? That's not a beef. That's bullying in disguise. And honestly, it's giving pick and choose. And that's why people are starting to call this out for what it really is. Not street justice, not revenge, but just messy girls using social media to pretend play gangster. But before we go any further, let's talk about the wild card in this whole mess, Jeffa. Because while Smiley and Ash have been going blow for blow, Jeffa's been quietly turning this into a three-way circus, and the fans, they see right through it. Jeffa, messy AF. Is it weird to anyone else how she was besties with Ash and now she super hates her? That part, one day they're thick as thieves, pulling numbers on live, laughing it up, and now Jeffa's dragging Ash every chance she gets like they never shared a screen. Like this fan put it, Jeffa went out sad, LMFAO, all buddy-buddy with Ash when she was benefiting, and now she's obsessed with talking about Ash, sad. And honestly, it's giving opportunist. Jeffa was eating off Ash's platform, sitting comfy in the drama, and now she has flipped it into a solo gig and is not even being subtle about it. Every other day, she's talking about Ash like it's her job. Like, do you have content outside of this beef or nah?
Did you know that? You're still trying to get 400K. I already hit 500K. Who's a big dog now? Not you.
People follow you to watch you crash out.
Whatever. Who's the baddest bee on this app?
But let's keep it real, Ash isn't exactly making it hard to criticize her, because while she barks out loud on TikTok, all the people ain't lying. Ash talks big, but the second real confrontation is on the table, she is on green screen mode, booking flights, locking the doors. It is all bark, zero bite. And the moment Smiley even hinted that she was heading to Texas, from the first day that Smiley said she was going to Texas, Ash knew she was gonna go into hiding. Y'all, they called it from day one. Ash folded before Smiley even landed. And the crazy part? Some fans believe that Smiley knew it would happen. I think Smiley knew this would happen because Ash always runs when confronted, but Smiley wants to look like exactly. The streets are whispering that Smiley planned this whole thing just to boost her own clout. But let's not forget that even on Baddies, no one liked Smiley. They called her a clout chaser and was afraid to throw hands, so apparently she's always been this way, LOL. Oop, not her TV reputation matching her real life energy. If Smiley wasn't pulling up on anyone back then, but now suddenly she's tracking Ash across state lines, it's giving rebrand, it's giving look tough on TikTok moment, but the streets never forget. And now the whole internet is in shambles cause the energy flipped. quick. I don't understand how not too long ago people were wanting someone to get Ash, but now that someone's trying to, they're defending Ash? Make it make sense. That part, when Ash was running her mouth and dragging folks online, people wanted someone to humble her. But now that Smiley's stepping up, the same people are like, oh, not the kids, not the family. So which is it? Do y'all want justice or do you want peace? Cause y'all switching sides like it's love and hip hop. The truth is, nobody looks good right now. Jeffa looks like a clout-chasing ex-bestie, Smiley looks like a BGC reject playing gangsta, and Ash looks like the internet's loudest coward, dragging her family into chaos and then crying victim when things get real. But despite the chaos, there's still one wild card in this entire mess: the law. Because while most people are focused on whether Smiley is going to put hands on Ash, others are pointing out that Ash might actually have a legal case against her. Think about it. Smiley has been tracking her, following her around, pulling up to her locations, and making direct threats online. And the craziest part, she's done it all on camera. There is literal video evidence of her snitching on herself, admitting that she is going after Ash. Because of that, some people believe that if Ash decides to play it smart, she could actually sue Smiley for harassment, legally speaking. Smiley has made it way too easy for Ash to take this to court. Instead of handling things behind the scenes, she's been broadcasting her every move, and if Ash gets the right lawyer, she might just flip this entire situation and turn herself into the victim. At the same time, there are plenty of people who think that this whole situation could have been handled differently from the jump, instead of chasing each other down like it's a reality TV show. What if they had just squared up the right way? Imagine if they had settled this in a boxing match, gloves on, cameras rolling, no legal drama involved, no stalking, no threats, no criminal charges, just a straight up fight in the ring to settle the beef once and for all. A lot of people would have paid to see that, and honestly, it would have been a whole lot less messy than what's happening right now. But that's the thing, we're past that point now. This has already gone too far, and at this stage, there is no turning back. The only thing left to do is wait and see. Will Smiley catch up to Ash and actually make good on her threats, or will Ash somehow flip the script and turn this whole situation into a legal nightmare for Smiley? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. One thing is for sure, this is far from over, and the internet is locked in. Also, smash that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss what's to come.